Oh, I could be all it is you need, 'cause we are trying to find a way to feel.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to another MineCraft 951 3D pixel art tutorial. Yeah, and we're going to make a squirrel. Yes, we're going to make a funky looking squirrel. Where should we start? I wonder. I think the best place for us to start is just going to a quick clip so you can see what you will be building, and then we'll jump straight back into this tutorial for you guys. Right, and we're back, and as you can see what we've done here, we've placed a yellow, 2 blocks between it, and then another yellow like that. And then on top of that we're going to do like a little T pattern, just like that, and we're going to continue that pattern on this side, so like that. And then you're going to join it all together like this, so you can fill in that row. And this is just going to be the base of our model, and that they're going to act as these little legs on that. So we want to come out diagonal here and do a row of 3 both sides, and then from there we want to come out diagonal here and here with our yellow like so. So we leave the 2 center blocks so they've got nothing, and we're going to change it with 2 yellow gold blocks just to give it a bit more texture to this. So on top here we would then want to come out diagonal and do a row of 4 like that. So as you can see, it's really taking shape now. So from here what we can then do is bring it out diagonal with our wall, both sides here and here, and this is just going to make him look a bit more rounder. So yeah, I'm really liking how this is turning out. So what we need then, I'm a bit unprepared here, I need some colour. So right, we get some white, and the white I'm going to use for, I think, like the front patch on a squirrel. I imagine they've got like a white front patch on them, so you want to do like a big U there. So it's a row of 4 with white on the left and on the right side. Right, we're going to get some pink out. No, we've got some sand. Okay, so we'll put 2 across there. Then we want 2 white there to place the sand on it like so. Otherwise the sand will fall down, so you need to place the white below it. And this is just going to give us a different type of texture to it. So we've got some brown here. We're going to add brown that side like so. So it's almost like an arrow marker. And then on this side we're going to do the same but with white. So you can see one side of it is white and one side is brown. So now you've done your 2 arrow markers. From here what we can then do is come up to the top, place a block here and here of our white wall, and leaving the 2 center blocks for our yellow, 2 like so. And as I say, we're just going to build up the front and then go round and start doing the back a bit more. So we want to come out diagonal and do a row of 4 like that. And then from there we're going to need snow. Where's Miss Snow? Right, so we'll put our snow here because we're not going to use the gold blocks anymore. So we want 2 white snow blocks in the center, and then come out diagonal again, and then do 2 yellow and bring it out diagonal both sides there, just to make it a bit more rounder. And there, as you can see, the 2 white are going to act as like the teeth for this squirrel. I think it's a squirrel. And then that with the 2 blacks on top of the yellow is going to be his nose. And then we want another row of 2 yellow either side, so it sticks up 1 from that row of black. And then 2 brown on top, and a brown on top, a row of 4 like that. Bring it up and diagonally in like that, and then you want to bring it out 1 either side. So you want to do a row of 6 like that. So then what we can then do is come out to the top here, and we put yellow either side twice like that. So we're roughly filling in the top of the middle of his head there with brown. So we've done that so far. We're going to bring this up diagonal and fill it up with a row of 4 brown. So now what we can do is start coming towards the back, do another row of 4. So as you can see, he's starting to take shape, and he really starting to look the part. So we'll place a yellow either side of that row of 4 of brown we've just done there, like that. So now we've done that, we can bring it out one either side there. So as you're looking at it, you should see something along the lines of that. And as I say, the joys about this pixel art, you can change it to whichever way you like. So we come round to the back now, and we'll place a yellow here and here so it drops down and it looks like we've got 2 arrow markers. And then what we can do is bring it out here and here, and then fill that in with a row of 4 brown. And then what we could do is go down diagonal, do 2 like that, and then we'll get our yellow and do 2 yellow either side of the brown, like that. And this is slowly, we're doing the back of him now, so hopefully it would start to look more like a squirrel the further you get along. So we want a row of 6 twice, like that. So now we've done that, what we can do is bring this down diagonal here, destroy that block, and the same with this side, place one there, place one underneath, and destroy the top block. Then from here we can bring this down so it runs down, and all 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 in total, so it comes down just below the back bit of his head, and you want to join it all up like that. And I know it looks a little bit square, but what we can do is place a row of 4 yellow, leaving out 2 either side here, and the same with the other side. So once you've done that, it's pretty much the shape of his head. It's looking good. It's looking good. It is getting dark though, so we're going to maybe think about doing his eyes and the remainder of the side of his head. So we will place a block here, and the same with this side. So we go round one diagonal here, destroy that block. So as you can see, his face is slowly starting to take shape. We just quickly go to bed and continue to build in the morning. So we are awake, and this is where we left off from the last night. We was building all the way through till it's the evening. So we want to place a black here, and that is running on the same level as the nose. So as you can see, you've got the 2 blacks there, and then these blacks would be directly the same. And we want to place white on top of that, and then a yellow on top of that white. And these are going to be his eyes. As you can see, look at that. Look, he's really starting to take shape now. So we were going to think about doing the sides of him and the remainder of the bottom. So from here you want to go back diagonal and bring that all the way down to the yellow there, and bring it all the way back, so you can end up with a 4x4 square. Yeah, and then you want a 2x2 square in the middle like that. And yeah, it's looking good. So from here we're gonna need to get some pink out. Yes, alright. From here we're gonna put 2 pink there and 2 pink there, and that's just gonna act as like the insides of his ears, give his ears a bit more of a texture to them. So then what we can do is from here do the exact same again, a 4x4 square all the way around. As you can see, that meets up nicely, and then a 2x2 square on the side, just to make his head a bit more rounder. So back here we want to place a row of 3, and the same with this one. So make sure you miss out the front block, and then you do a row of 3, and that's just to fill in the neck part of this build. So as you can see, it's looking really good. I really like how this is turning out. So maybe we should think about doing the arms, or I might do the back. I think I'll do the arms for now. So from here we want to bring this out, do a row of 3, do the exact same this side, so bring it out and do a row of 3. So from here what we then want to do is bring this out diagonal, bring that all the way around, missing out the corner blocks. As you see, the corner blocks are not joining there. So then we want to place another 2 here, and this is probably going to act as his tail. So we diagonal here, and the same with this, making sure you're filling in the blocks below like so. Alright, that's really starting to take shape. I like how it's kind of rounding off there a bit. So we want 2 rows of 3 white like that. I've got a bit distracted there. So, and we're going to start building his t-shirt up a bit more. So we want to do a row of 3 here, and make sure this runs round the 3 you've just placed. So from this block here, you want to bring it up 3, and then all the way around and down to here. So as you can see, that's looking really good. Now we're going to have to think about putting the arms in it somewhere. So right, what we can do is place a little arrow pattern of white here, the same with this side, and that should fill in that nicely. And that just gives me a sort of guider where his actual arms are going to be. So from here, then we can then bring this bit back, and the same on the other side. So diagonal back here, destroying that front one. As you can see, he's slowly starting to get his shape, become a bit more rounder. It could be a she, I don't even know. Right, so what we could do is place one back diagonal there like so, and then this will go back diagonal again. So from here we're just going to place one yellow for the hand, or the arm and the hand. It's quite a simple build, this one, but it's quite effective. So you want to bring this out here like that, and it's really looking good. So then what we could do is one in diagonal here, and that is definitely giving us the shape we are going for. So bring this in diagonal and run that across all the way to the other side there. And then we want to kind of continue what we've been doing on that side on this side. It's exactly the same, very symmetrical. So we do our little T pattern there like so. And then from the bottom here, what we can do is place that there for his arm. And that is, it's pretty much done. So from the back here, you then want to place these going all the way around, so you get almost like a zigzag pattern. And then what you can do is pretty much just fill this in and here. So from that, then what we can do is probably build out his tail a little bit more. So we'll place a yellow here, up like so. We'll do 2x2 squares twice, and we'll do something along the lines of that. Yeah, I'm yeah, we'll add that. We'll do something like that. So from here, you want to come out to 1, 2, you do your arrow marker, then another arrow marker basically going that way, like so. And as you can see, I kind of like how it looks for his tail. I thought that looks pretty cool. Yeah, we might bring it up a little bit more. I'm not sure. Yeah, why not? We'll bring it out to the side a little bit. So we do a row of 4 on our little arrow marker we did before, like that, and then bring it round like so. So that's looking the part. So from there we could do a 2x2 square here, take out the corner. Same with this one, 2x2 square, and take out that corner. And this is just to give his tail a bit more effect, and then bring it and so it meets up all in the middle there. So from here we can bring that out here, and then 2 here and 2 here. It's coming across really nicely. At the ends here, you want to then place a single block, and in the middle you want to do a row of 4. It's like a massive tail for this one, so we want to do another row of 4, and then a row of 4 inwards like that. And what we can do for here is just bring this all out and an extra row like that, and also bring it down here and another row. And this is getting a bit tricky. We'll just fill all that in there like that, so that's all flat, and we've got a hole there. Do we want to fill that hole in, guys? I'm not sure. Yeah, why not? Should we? Yeah, we'll do it there. So we do it on the outside rather than the inside. We'll make it there, and there we go. There is your one complete squirrel. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. You leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, help the channel grow, share,